It's your boy Chips Ahoy, and welcome back, guys, to another episode here on Hypixel Skyblock. We are back grinding on the garden update. Because, of course, how could we not be? But in our last video, we kind of explored the update, planted every single crop, and got our garden up to level 10. Now, today, I want to try and take advantage of the update as much as I can before the prices for everything drop. Well, I guess before they drop even further, because they've already dropped quite a bit. For example, right when the update dropped, cocoa beans was a crop that could make even like 50 mil an hour. Now, as everything's been dropping, it's about half of that at 25 mil an hour, but I still think that's pretty insane and would love to hop on that. Like, I'm literally just going to be able to farm cocoa beans and make like 200 mil a day. That is until the price drops and it lowers to 100 mil a day. But anyway, enough of this talk. Let's get going. Right now, our cocoa bean farm only covers one plot, and in order to kind of farm it a lot, I can do a couple things to make that bigger. I can manually build it up myself, or I think I can just expand it over to the adjacent plots. So let's just come on in over to the desk, configure the plots, and here's our cocoa bean. We're going to want it right here as well. So let's buy the resources and start the pace. I'd say that looks pretty good. We can connect them here, but before we do that, let's hop back to the desk to expand our cocoa beans one more plot. This is obviously just the extremely lazy way to do this, but it works. Now we'll just kind of mine out these plot dividers, then we'll simply connect the two plots, first with cobblestone, then with the jungle wood, and finally we'll grab some cocoa beans from our sack to plant those on the new logs. I was just kind of thinking about this, and you could probably actually just expand the original cocoa bean plot to fill up the entire thing, then save that as a preset, and then paste that preset next to it. But this is still pretty easy, so I'm not too bothered. But hey, now that this beautiful thing is complete, we can save the middle one as a preset for full cocoa, and then kind of jump in the farm. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Now, as I farm here, I'll be getting some pretty good drops just in cocoa beans, because I do have 667 farming fortune, which is pretty decent. And then, of course, I'll also be getting squash, that drop as well, from my crappie armor set. So let's make a quick bag, shall we? Cocoa beans 20 to 21. That's pretty sweet. And here we are an hour later. Actually, my timer hasn't even gone off yet. It's only been just almost 50 minutes. And we got some pretty nice money out of that. So one round through, and we got 15 squash that we can throw up as a sell offer for 5.5 mil. And then about 17 million coins in cocoa beans here, which is pretty insane. It's about 22, maybe 23 million coins in 50 minutes. Are you kidding me? I'm immediately going right back to the beginning of this thing and starting through the farm again. Give me that money, 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 money. This is just like, it's so easy. You gotta love it. So we farmed and we farmed and we farmed, and we made like, I don't know, 50 mil there. And in the bazaar, we've got another 70 million coins to claim. Like, this is just the freest money. So let's click it up, claim it up. We got these enchanted cookies, 13 mil. I think it would have been a little bit more if I did sell them all for enchanted cookies. But some bad news here, as it has been time since the update. Squash did drop in prices, as well as cocoa beans, but squash took a big hit. So, you know, I made 7 mil selling them for almost 400k each. But now if I re-put up this sell offer, they're really only going for about 150k each. So that is a tough look indeed. Even with the price of cocoa beans dropping too, though, I think this farm still makes about 15 mil an hour. So that's just crazy. Like, it's still pretty good, especially when you go ahead and throw the lantern helmet on instead of the full crappie set. Now this thing gives extra farming fortune when you're holding an axe, so it got my farming fortune up to over 700. Of course, I also had a pretty good blessed cocoa chopper beforehand, so that helped. And I've been rocking with Mr. Elefante, as well as farming level 60 and a little bit of overflow. But since the price of things is dropping over here, I think it's time to upgrade our gear and move on to a different crop, Cactus. So let's just jump right into it, and first off, we're going to need to expand the farm. So let's kind of go ahead and do the same thing with Cactus by properly filling up the plot. We'll then save it as a preset, and we'll paste it just below. And so after placing Cactus on half of my island, I just had to go through and use the basket of seeds to plant it all down. Now, just for some inventory cleaning, I should be good to go. Got my cactus knife out, got my elephant, and so next, before I start farming, I need to upgrade my armor. I had full crappie, which was obviously great for cocoa beans, but to farm the cactus, I'm going to want to upgrade to squash gear. So I'm going to need 144 enchanted melon blocks, 50 enchanted cookies, 80 squash, and I believe 36 polished pumpkins. Wow, we just spent 50 mil. But that is okay because after we claim it all up, we can craft the set, throw it on, and be ready to farm. So, cactus, 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 cactus. Farming this stuff is super easy. Basically, all you want to do is make sure you have like max speed, and you'll get 2 at a time. Then you just look straight, hold down strafe, right or left, and collect that cactus. Anyway, with this new set, I have a 0.007% chance of dropping Fermento. And wow, I actually just got my first one, but that stuff goes for 1,000,000 coins each. So let's start throwing it up. Guys, we've been farming for about 30 seconds, and we already made 1,000,000 coins. Wow. Let's hope it stays just as OP as that. Hey, just got cactus to milestone 10. It actually was pretty low before this, so hopefully we can get it even all the way to 20 pretty quickly here. There's cactus 12. Well, look at that. I just farmed through it once fully, and it looks like just my line of 3 plots is enough because the beginning does seem to have regrown. We also did it in about 7 minutes or so, and we made 2 mil plus another 300, maybe 400k. So with those rates, we're looking at about 20 mil an hour plus fermento money, which will probably be another few mil. So again, 25 mil an hour. Don't mind if I do. Don't mind if I do. Let's keep farming this cactus. We're already up to cactus 14. So that's pretty crazy. It's going quick, and I like what we see. Especially like what I see when we drop more fermento. Let's keep it going. Cactus 15. 16, 16, 16. Of course, in the meantime, we've been serving visitors, and we just got our unique visitors served milestone up to level 7. But back on the grind, and we're at cactus 17. Cactus 18, 18, 18. But there's cactus 19. Hello? Player has been removed from your game. Doesn't that only happen when it's somebody in your lobby? Did somebody who was visiting me just get banned, bro? What? That's fried. But anyway, there we are, finally, with cactus 20. It was a decent grind though, I'm not gonna lie. It was a couple hours, few hours even, but there's a fermento that I guess we can end it off with. I think we've got about 5 of these guys in our inventory. Let's go ahead and put them up. They're still over 1.1 mil each, so that'll be 5.5. But that's 5.5 more than everything that we already have sold here. Check it out. We've got 45 million coins to claim right now, and obviously most of that is in cactus. Click, click, click. We can just click through it. It was very good money. On top of that, we participated in a couple contests. So here is our first one. We got a turbo cacti, and these books are selling like crazy. 800k each. And I think we actually participated in another one as well, so let's claim that up. On top of making hella money from cactus, fermento has been crazy. That offer just filled right there, so let's go ahead and claim all the fermento money up. There's 8 for 9 mil, there's another 5, etc, etc. And we had sold tons previously too. But check it out, guys, we spent 50 million coins on this set right here. Plus, we've been spending tons of money on stuff for visitors and to make trades. And yet still, just between a few hours of farming cocoa beans and a few hours of farming cactus, we are sitting at 100 million coins more than we were at the beginning of today's episode. I'd say that is enough to qualify this as some successful farming. Anyway, as prices continue to drop, obviously these farms won't continue to be as good as they were here today, but I am fairly confident that these two, along with some other ones like wheat, will continue to stay at over 15 mil an hour for a decent amount of time and over 10 mil an hour for quite a long time. So be sure to get farming. Also, be sure to subscribe if you enjoyed today's video. Anyway, I hope you all enjoyed, and I will see you all in the next one. Adios and goodbye.